Golden Glory gym with his manager Bas Boone by his side. Sergei Kharitonov stomps his way to the ring. A 16-4 mixed martial arts record. Only a few weeks ago he fought in the K1 Grand Prix undercard, where he was surprisingly knocked out by the hands of the towering Indian Singhat JD, which was really a shock to me because JD really can't punch his way out of a papadam, yet he knocked out Sergei Kharitonov. Has only been the distance twice in 20 total fights. 9 wins by knockout, 6 by submission for Kharitonov. An active Russian paratrooper has to take leave from the Russian paratroopers to fight here in Japan. Interestingly, he attended music school as a child and wanted to become a professional accordionist. Qualified as a boxer for Tajikistan for the 2004 Olympic Games, but declined so he could fight in Pride instead. We're glad he did. Through the ropes goes Sergei Kharitonov.
赤コーナーより水野達也選手の入場です。
The incredibly gutsy Tatsuya Mizuno brings in an 8-6 record, has only been to a decision once in 14 fights. A third-degree black belt in judo. He's beaten the likes of Yoshiyuki Nakanishi, the current deep light heavyweight champion. He's beaten Melvin Manoff. Formerly a representative of the U-File camp, he's now an unaffiliated fighter. Frequently travels to AMC Pancration in Seattle to train with Matt Hume, alongside Miki Nishira and Maha Sakurai, both who are fighting here tonight, of course. He says he is having trouble making ends meet as a fighter. He's looking for a sponsor. Enjoys spending time with his pet guinea pig, says Tatsuya Mizuno. Said yesterday at the public press conference in front of a couple of thousand people at Shinjuku Station that he wants to become the first Japanese fighter to defeat Sergei Kharitonov. Mrs. Mizuno looking on in the audience here as her man steps up against Kharitonov.
これより第6試合を行います。青コーナー194センチ、116.6キロ。セルゲイ・ハリトノフ。赤コーナー186センチ、100キロ。水野達也。レフェリー島田裕二。
Final instructions from our center referee as we are set for 3 rounds. Mizuno comes in the underdog, plus 275. Kharitonov the favorite at minus 375. Kharitonov, who has said he will further his K1 career. He is committed to fighting in K1 in 2011. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg, and Hans Thompson with you. Mizuno in southpaw stance. Look out for the straight right hand here on Kharitonov. Kharitonov also has some thumping leg kicks here, using the good effect in his K1 win over Takumi Sato. Sato, a Kyokushin karateka from Team Ichigeki. It was surprising that Kharitonov did hammer Sato with leg kicks.
Mizuno better stop this right now. He's going to get Kharitonov. Wow. I mean, in comparison to the two, I mean, he's not a great K1 kickboxer, let's be obvious about that, but Kharitonov can definitely put Mizuno down on his butt if he tries to stand here and strike with him. This is just a stupid game plan at this point.
Look at Kharitonov, the big Russian, chin tucked, hands up, and just stalking Mizuno, who is forced to the outside here. And he circles counterclockwise, which is the way he wants to be going. Otherwise, he walks into uppercuts and right hands like that.
All right, I sit corrected. Mizuno has a smarter game plan than I thought he does. He's hit him twice. He's forcing Kharitonov to actually stand there and get beat up on. but I would think he's going to try and take him down here a little bit.
The problem with Kharitonov in his striking game, as it was against J. Dip, is he's very flat-footed, which allows him to be tagged easily with the punches. There's a nice right hand. Mizuno in trouble. The big kibosh. That's good night, Irene.
Well, if I go back to my earlier statement, that wasn't a very smart game plan.
Open the fridge. Mizuno is out cold. Sergei Kharitonov just sending Mizuno to the astral plane and sending his right into catatonic shock.
I mean, you have to remember at home, it's not just the training that goes into it, but you have to put together a really good game plan as well. And then stick to that game plan. And part of the problem is that Mizuno, as of late at least, he hasn't really stuck to any of his game plans. And that's why he's had a couple of his losses. He needs to pay a little bit more attention to Matt Hume when he's being taught on what he should do. Because Kharitonov really isn't that great a submission guy. Kharitonov, I don't think he's ever stopped a submission attempt on him. He's been beat out by it all the time. If that's the case, let's go ahead and get this guy to the ground and put myself in a spot to try to win. Standard trading with him is not smart.
Mizuno's defense was all over the place, and that right hand at the end was a clean one. Look at that, Mizuno rocked there. It was all over when he ate that right hand. The high knee and the meet and greet, and this was the true knockout punch, that right hand to the jawline. Mizuno still laid out here, still out cold.